Very good morning, students. So, next we move to the law of supply. Okay. So, in the last class we saw about the production analysis. So, what is production? So, production means it is a transformation of input which is converted into an output. Okay. So, this is called as a production. So, in this lesson it is a part that is they have explained about supply. So, what do you mean by supply? Explain about law of supply. Okay, very important question and very easiest one. So, now we will move to law of supply. What do you mean by supply? Okay, so same as it is how I have explained about the demand. So, what do you mean by demand? So, demand means it is a desire to buy, willingness to buy and ability to buy. The same as it is here, supply means, okay, supply means willing. First one, it is a desire to sell, willingness to sell and ability to sell. So, this supply is based on income and based on price. Okay. So, this is called as a supply. So, supply means a person, that is it is fully based on the producer side. Okay. So, rational producer, a producer mind. What is the general mind of an producer? That is, with this limited cost, he wants to get a maximum level of output. So, the cost should be decreased and output should be increased. So, this is the main mentality of a producer. So, here, first, when he will supply. So, first, his desire to sell. What type of commodity? So, his desire. Then, his main thing is willingness to sell. Then, which is based on the ability, whether he can able to sell or not. That is, it is based on the income and it is based on the price. So, this is called as a supply. So, supply has a positive relationship. So, it is based on the price. Always supply is based on the price. So, supply is based on this supply is a function of price. Okay. So, supply has a relationship between the price and the supply. So, quantity of commodity of supply is equals to the price. So, it has a positive relationship. Under law of demand, they have explained about a negative relationship between demand and price. Okay. But here, under supply, we have a positive relationship. So, between the price and the quantity of commodity supplied. So, see here, positive relationship means, what do you mean by positive relationship? Positive relationship and negative relationship. Positive relationship means, when price increases, supply also increases. When price decreases, supply also decreases. This is called as a positive relationship. So, this is called when price increases, supply also increases. When price decreases, supply also decreases. So, this is called as a positive relationship. See, if a price is a decrease means, if price is decreased means, the producer will not supply because he will not be able to get a profit when the price was low. So, for that reason, when price decreases means, he will stop the supply. When price is high in the market, when there is a demand for the commodity in the market, so price is high in the market, then a producer are ready to supply. So this is called as a positive relationship. So when price increases, the supply also increases. When price decreases, the supply also decreases. So this supply is fully based on the producer. When it comes to demand has a negative relationship. So see the difference, okay? So demand has a negative relationship. Negative. So negative means when price increases, demand decreases. When price decreases, demand increases. This is called as a negative relationship. So when one thing is up and the another thing will be down. So it is an indirect, that is, it is as a negative relationship. So demand is based on the consumer side and the supply is based on the producer side. So always when a producer will supply, when the price is high means then he is ready to supply. When the price is low means he is not ready to supply. So this is called as a law of supply. So can you able to understand what do you mean by law of supply? So law of supply means the price and the quantity supply has a positive relationship. So that positive relationship means that when the price is high, the supply also will increases. When the price decreases, the supply also decreases. Okay. So here they have given a supply function. See, the supply is not only, it is based on the price. If price alone will not be the reason for changes in the supply. See, as it is, we saw in the demand. So demand also depends upon the price. Okay. So demand also depends on the price. But price alone will not be the reason for changes in the demand. Some other reasons are the reason for changes in the demand also. The same as it is, the supply is always based on the price. But price alone will not be the reason for changes in the price, changes in the supply. What are the reasons? So supply also depends on certain things. Okay, so future expectations, technological changes, cost of production, so many things are the reason for changes in the supply. So when cost of production increases or decreases, so supply will increase or decrease. When there is technological changes are there means automatically supply also will changes. Can you able to understand this? See, supply is generally based on the price, okay? But that is not the reason. Price alone will not be the reason for changes in the supply. But some other reasons are there for changes in the supply. Okay? So what are the reasons? If cost of production increases or decreases, automatically supply will change. Okay, if technological changes, automatically supply will change. If tax rate increases or decreases, supply also will change. So that's why they have given Q is equal to function of P1, P2, P3, L, like that they have given. Okay. Now we will move to the assumptions. Same assumptions. So here what happens? There is no changes in the price of the factor of production. So there is no changes in the factor of production. So price remains constant, income remains constant, there is no substitute goods. Okay, certain assumptions they have given. Now we will move to the table, that is schedule. See the schedule which explains the positive relationship between the price and the quantity demand. So, price, quantity, supply. When the price was 1, okay? When the price was 1, here the quantity supply they have given 20. When the price was 2, the quantity supply they have given 40. When price keep on increasing, see the supply started to increase. Can you able to understand this 1 rupee, the quantity supply also it is just 20. When the price keep on increases. So see, price increases from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So price started to keep on increasing, and see the quantity supply also started to increase. So supply also increases from 20, 40, 60, 80 and 100. So this is called as a positive relationship. But when we see the demand, okay, demand. So same as it is price, this is quantity demand. Quantity demand. See, when price was 1 rupee, the quantity demand was 5. When the price was 2 rupee, when the price was 5 rupee, the quantity demand is 1. When price was 4 rupee, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So see this is the difference. This is a negative. This is a positive. Can you able to understand the relationship between positive and negative? So supply always has a positive relationship because when price increases, the quantity supply also increases. But see, in a demand we have a negative relationship. So negative relationship means when prices keep on increasing means, okay, prices increase means the quantity demand does not increase. When the price started to decrease, automatically the quantity demand will increase. So this is called as a negative relationship. Okay. So supply always has a positive relationship. So with the help of a schedule, so there is a diagram. Always in your y-axis, money terms will be measured. Okay. So cost, revenue, utility or whatever it is. So whatever the money value which is measured in your y-axis. So price will be measured in your y-axis. Always your price will be measured in your y-axis. See the value. So see this price and this is quantity supply. Quantity supply. Your x-axis represents quantity supply and your y-axis represents price. So with the help of a schedule, so we are going to plot. So when the price was 1 rupee, the quantity supply is 20. When price was 2, see the quantity. So can you able to understand? When the price was 1 rupee, see the quantity supplied is 20. When the price was 2, the quantity supplied is 40. When the price was 3, the quantity supplied is 60. So when the prices keep on increasing, the producer are ready to supply. So he is also ready to supply and supply also increased. So if price is decreased means the supply also will decrease. So here what happens? The supply curve will be moving upwards. The supply curve will be moving upwards. So what is the thing? What is the thing means that is it has a positive relationship between the price and the quantity. If prices keep on increasing, the supply also will increase. If price decrease, automatically the supply also decrease because the producer will not ready to supply when price was decreased. Okay. So that's why the reason here they have given when price increase, the supply also increased. Okay. Next we will move to the factors determining the supply. See here, I have explained, that is, I have told that certain reasons are there. Certain reasons are there for changes in the supply. Always supply will depend on price alone. Okay. Supply is always depend on the price alone. But in certain factors, price alone will not be the reason for changes in the supply. Some other factors also will be the reason for changes in the supply. So what is the reason? So here they have given price, first one, factors determining the supply. Price of the commodity. Price of the commodity. See here, if the price is high, okay, if the price of the commodity is higher, okay, so the people, that is a producer, are ready to supply. So when price is high, supply is also high. If price is low, the supply also will be low. Okay. So first reason, price of the commodity. Second one, price of the other commodity. So see here, if price of the other commodity increases, okay, this cost of production increases. So what happens to its supply? When the cost of production increases means automatically the supply will be decreased, because he started to purchase the raw material with a high cost. So if the cost of production is too high means what happens to the supply? The supply will be started to decrease. If the cost of production decreased, okay, this raw material and other expenses, the price is decreased means what happens? Now he having so much of money, available of money will be more. So he can supply more. But here, if the cost of production is more, the supply will be less. If the cost of productions are decreased, the supply will be increased. Next we come to the price of the factors. See here, they have given the same. If the input prices goes up, input price means what? So input means all the raw material. In order to create one product, if the raw material prices is too high, so what happens to the supply? So definitely it will affect the supply, because a producer spend more on the raw materials. Okay, a producer spend more on the raw materials, and then what happens? So the cost will be, that expense will be more on the raw material. So automatically the production will be decreased. Okay, so this is the another factors for the changes in the